Alrighties, hey, today I want to talk about food sanitation. Now we're not going to go through everything. I mean, it's just, there's so much, but let's just talk about a few of the basics. Now we all know alcohol is a good cleaner or purifier, sanitizer. So you always need a good scotch or rum or something like that for yourself to stay healthy. But then also to stay healthy, you need to handle your food properly, whether you're on the boat or at home. And good food sanitation starts at the grocery store. Now, none of the grocery stores would let me film inside the store. I guess they're afraid. I don't know. But let's start with that. All right. Keep your foods separated. For example, the meats and poultry, pork, that type of thing, keep that in one side of the basket. Keep your canned goods in another. Put your fresh produce in another bag. And even a lot of the stores will have these bags that you can use for produce. Some of them have them over in the poultry section, which I like. And what I do with it is, I've already used this bag, but you grab this bag, take it, open it up, and let's say this is a bag of chicken or whatever it is. It's in there. Don't pick the bag up. Just take this bag, pick it up, put it over it. Same with bags of pork. And I know a lot of this stuff is Cryovac, so it's usually pretty secure. But even at that, I still like to use these bags, even for the produce. Now, when you get home, if you're going to be any length of time in the car, bring a bag, a refrigerated bag, or an ice chest to put some of your freezer goods in, or even your refrigerated goods like the meats, especially poultry, seafood, that type of thing, to keep that safe. When you get home, first thing you need to put away are your cold items. The meat, the poultry, the produce, anything of that nature. Now, let's get ready to do some cooking. Let's talk about that. And we're going to talk about cutting boards. I think we all know you don't cut poultry or meat on a board and then take and cut your vegetables on it. Now here at my son's house, they have two boards. We use this one for meats, and we use this one for vegetables and other things. Now if you don't have two, then make sure you wash this really well with a disinfectant between cutting of meat. Don't combine things, keep them separate. The best cutting boards, now these are okay, these will clean up pretty good. My wife Sherry, she likes to bleach them every so often, that's a good idea. But bamboo is probably one of the better cutting boards. It's very dense, it doesn't hold moisture, it can be cleaned pretty well. The glass cutting boards, I really don't like them. The sound of things cutting on it just gets to me. But those you can put into the dishwasher. These, if you put these in the dishwasher, they're just going to warp, and the same with your wood ones. But clean these really well in between cutting of things. The same with your knives. Make sure you clean your knives up. Wash your hands before you get started. Now, one of my favorite things is these Santa wipes. And you get done with something, you go wash your hands, you go to use a towel, and no. All you're doing is contaminating the towel. It's better off to use these Santa wipes, wipe your hands, throw it away. Again, try not to mix things. Let's talk a little bit about, we're still on the food handling. Let's say that you're making sushi and you need to, or anything that you need to touch to put it together. You could go wash your hands. Now you got soapy water on it. You could use the Santa wipes and you got that on it. Better yet, what I like to do is I keep a bowl of water and some vinegar. Just put the vinegar in there. Rinse your hands with that. Now that's a good sanitizer, and you're not going to make yourself sick with soap on the food or something like that. That works out really handy. Let's talk a little bit about food temperatures. Now, you want to keep things 40 degrees or below. I like around 36, 38 degrees. And when you heat things up, you want them to be at least 140. Now, that's kind of a contradiction for me because I eat raw ground beef. Or I mean, I eat raw ground beef once in a while too if I grind it. But I like, when I'm making steak, I'll slice a little steak, put a little Worcestershire sauce on it, and I eat that. I've been doing that since I was 15 years old. I'm still healthy. I keep the inside clean too. But food temperatures are important. And going back to food handling. Now, when you get home, and you're putting your canned goods away, your snack bags and the canned goods, before you open any of those things, now I'm not a fanatic on sanitation, don't get me wrong, but before I open a canned good, if I don't have these Santa wipes, I'll use soapy water, clean the top, before you use your can opener. Put the can opener in here, you crank it open, the lid's going to get fluid on it from the can. You don't know who's been handling this, how many people have been walking the shelves looking at it, coughing on it, sneezing on it, picking their nose, and then it's disgusting. Plus you don't know, maybe rats have been on the top of this. Oh, especially soda cans. Don't just get a can of soda and pop the top. Make sure you clean that by all means. Bags. Oh, it's in a bag, it's sanitary. No, you don't know who's been on that. Just wipe the bag off. It only takes a moment. Wipe this off, because what are you going to do? You're going to open it, you're going to stick your hand in there. That's another thing. You're doing bags of things. Don't stick your hand in there and grab stuff. Shake a little bit of it out. Pour a little bit into a bowl. Don't be because now you're going to eat it. That's like double dipping a dip. Take a bite out of a chip, dip it again. No, you don't do that. You know better than that, guys. Same thing with this. You put your hand in there, you eat. Now your hand is contaminated. You're going to stick it back in the bag? I don't think so. At least you shouldn't. So those are some of the basics. Oh, utensils. I'm going to show you here. My son and daughter-in-law do a nice job on this. Keep all the handles in one direction so the food contact surfaces are in a different area. So when you go in the drawer and you grab something, you're not shuffling through all the food contact surfaces on the spoons and the mixers and all of that stuff. You're grabbing the handle. Well, that's a start to some of the basics. Wipe your canned goods and bags off before you use them when you come home from the store. Keep things at the right temperatures. Keep your cutting boards clean. Keep your work surface clean. Oh, forgot the food thermometer. That's always nice to have, and try to get one of the instant ones. This one it's a good household one, but I usually buy the commercial food thermometers. They work a little bit quicker. And that's kind of it, guys. So until next time, happy and safe boating to you, your family, and friends. Boat-I.